All right, so going back to the cards, then we'll work our way back over here. So this is a very localized question from Will Sutterth in Syracuse. With the entire New York State Senate and Congressional delegation co-sponsoring your Harriet Tubman National Park bill, what is the next step to passing that through as legislation?
Great. Thank you. And actually, I meant to thank Reverend Darren Jaime, who was here earlier for the prayer. He has been a strong supporter. It's his church, the AME Zion Church, that actually owns the Harriet Tubman House, and it wants to give it up in order to make it a national park, to share it, frankly, with the rest of the country and the world. And, so I meant to appreciate the question. Yeah, look, unfortunately, this is a bit of a long process, but we're getting through it pretty good. We do have all the co-sponsorship of everybody in the New York delegation. We have major members of the committee that handles these issues. The way it's done is they usually have a couple of these parks bills go through at once. I don't think we'll see, I wouldn't expect to have seen anything before we get past some of these budgeted passes and stuff like that. It has nothing to do with their Tubman bill. It's not, doesn't add to the deficit because it just comes out of the parks budget that's already exists. But nonetheless, it unfortunately, just like anything else in Washington, it is sort of stuck behind the block. But once that's resolved, we've already had hearings in both the House and the Senate. I think the prospects are very good. It doesn't mean that we can give up, or we can sort of say this is going to be easy. I've seen a lot of things, unfortunately, with broad bipartisan support fail, simply because Congress didn't get to it one way or the other. But I just remember what Harriet Tubman said when she was working the Underground Railroad. One of the key things she always would say was, keep going, keep going, keep going. It did help that she had a loaded gun in her hand when she said this, but she meant it also. And so persistence, I think, is a big